Hi, my name is Amy and I studied animal management at MidKent College during 2018 to 2020. I now am a senior keeper here at the Fenn Conservation Project. And as part of my job role here, I not only look after all of the animals and help train the staff members and look after those too, but I also run quite a few of our educational and conservation projects. In particular, in terms of education, I teach T-level students every Monday and I take them out into the zoo to allow them to experience animal husbandry skills, and as well as providing almost lecture-based styles on key animal husbandry topics and animal enrichment-based projects and every key aspect towards being a zookeeper. In terms of sort of our conservation projects, I run a bee walk system, so I go down to two parks within the Medway area, go down at Arno Green Coastal Park and Deangate Recreational Park. And what I do is I walk about sort of an hour to 2 hour walk, and I survey all lots of bumblebee species that I see. And I record each individual down and count them all up, and I add my data to the Bumblebee Conservation Trust website, which then they use for a national scientific database. Since leaving MidKent College, I went off to University of Kent in Canterbury and I studied a Bachelor's of Science in Wildlife Conservation. I continued working here part-time at the Fenn Conservation Project during my studies, and then after I graduated, I then became full-time member of staff here, and as of last year, I then worked my way up to be a senior keeper. What I liked most about studying at MidKent was being surrounded by all of my peers and just general environment with the lecturers. On top of that though, I enjoyed being able to go out and find my own work experience placement within the industry that I knew I would want to go into in the future. And then on top of that, obviously as well, working with the animals within college itself. So MidKent College helped started off my career by simply the work experience placement hours that we had to do. So within my first year, I had to complete 300 hours of work experience. And I was very lucky that they obviously allowed us to find a placement within the industry that you knew you wanted to go into in the future. So I always knew I wanted to become a zookeeper. So I applied here at the Fenn Conservation Project. And after I completed my work experience hours, I continued to come in once a week just to help out. And then just before I was going into my second year, so it was April 2019, I was very fortunate that I was offered a job here, working part-time, so working weekends and during school holidays. And then I stayed here whilst I continued my studies to then later become a full-time member of staff.